Hey y'all. So today I wanted to do another lazy video because I really wanted to talk about this while I'm in the mood to talk about it. So I want to talk about Becky and her biracial children, okay? So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the tweets. If you haven't, there's quite a few people, Paris Milan and a few other people I've seen talking about it on YouTube. I saw it on Twitter, circulating and making its rounds, but it was basically of the white girl that was holding her biracial daughter on her hip whilst calling her baby daddy's mom and family members a monkey and the N-word and everything else she could think of. And so word on the block is that she actually lived with a couple of his relatives, female relatives. And see, my issue is, and I saw on Twitter yesterday when this was circulating, a black woman who was basically saying that this is why white women shouldn't be raising black children and why CPS need to be called and all this other stuff. Okay. So my response was, how about you mind your business? Don't worry. First of all, that child came out of her white vagina. Black women, this is not a black woman issue, okay? This is not our problem. We as black women don't need to concern ourselves with what Tyrone and Becky's children, how the welfare of their children. That's not any of our concern. If the black dude that decided to procreate with a racist white lady, if he's okay with it, I'm okay with it, okay? And the child is just the spoils of war, okay? If that is not our problem. And I find it hilarious how black women are so self-righteous sometimes when black women see white mothers. And first of all, it reeks of desperation because you can't force yourself onto black men. If they don't want you, they don't want you, period. And you can't make somebody want you. So it's really embarrassing as a black woman to watch black women dangle a carrot in front of black men. Like, you see, this is why you should pick me over Becky. She's racist. You think that white woman ain't used the N-word in front of her? I mean, her baby daddy was there. So, or whoever, it was some male there that was talking. I'm assuming it's her baby daddy by the way he was addressing her. But my issue is not Becky. What I want to talk about today is not Becky. It's not Tyrone. It's not about the biracial girl. It's about black women and how we see ourselves and how we operate. Because my issue with this is, first of all, black men, if they don't care and they keep having babies by racist white women, let them. They're biracial children. First of all, she's not black. She's biracial. That's their problem, not ours. And I think it's real ironic how black women, and this is why black people are really starting to disgust me collectively, because black people, including black women, you want to act like you're the standard of morality when you not. Worry about your own black daughters. Worry about little black girls in the community. Because let me tell you like this, okay? All you have to do is look at a woman like Blac Chyna's mother. Imagine being raised by a woman like that. But y'all so busy worrying about what Becky's doing with the humans that slide out of her vagina when you need to be worrying about what Keisha doing with the humans sliding out of hers. Because at the end of the day, black women don't even care about themselves enough to put themselves first. And they don't care about their girl children and other black women enough for me to even take these women seriously. And so I'm really starting to get to a place where I'm shifting my narrative as far as dealing with Black women who don't get the divestment movement, or Black women who are still in Blackistan. Like, y'all about to be on the same level as Black males, because I can't work under these conditions. Like, I can't work under these conditions. You got the audacity to get on Twitter and all the other Black women saying, well, this is why white women don't need to be raising biracial kids. So what? That's her child's problem. But y'all won't hold. Y'all make Tokyo Tony viral by sharing and retweeting the crap she say. Imagine having an abusive mother like that. But y'all Black women think they got time to worry about Becky's daughters and worry about Becky's children. You don't. Worry about Black women and the way you see. How many times have we heard Black women say how much they don't even want girls, or how the differential treatment of Black girls by other Black women versus Black men? Black women have this weird obsession with Black men and Black male children. It's weird. And it's starting to really worry me. It's weird. Like, for lack of a better term, it's just strange and peculiar how obsessed with males and how male identified Black women are, and how people in the Black community, as long as it don't matter how many Black women get abused, raped, murdered, molested, if another Black person is doing it, it don't matter. It only matters when it's a white person. And y'all think, I don't know why Black women still moving from a desperate place. Like, y'all think Dangler said, oh, look at how Becky, y'all need to leave. She said these male devils alone. Y'all need to leave these male devils alone. Becky didn't make Tyrone slide in her vagina and skeet up in there and create that child. That's that Black man's problem. Because Black women like to so busy trying to sweep around everybody else's front door. You can't even see the dirt piling up on your own front door. And it's really starting to aggravate me, because Black women really think they're getting some kind of reward, I don't know, in this life or the next one maybe, for trying to fake being the fake moral high ground when you're not. Because if you were, you would give all of this attention to the people who need it. Black girls and Black women. Y'all like to pour so much energy into Black men, into LGBTQ, into everybody except the people of your likeness. And then you act confused when your Black sons grow up and don't even like your own likeness. That woman's biracial child is her problem. And see, the thing is, at least Becky have the understanding to separate her biracial child from the rest of Blackness. Y'all will let unambiguous Black girls go without, so busy trying to cater to Black males, young and old. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. And it's disingenuous. And you wonder why we at the bottom of the totem pole. If you don't care about your own image and yourself more, how in the world you expect other people to care about it? And I'm really starting to agree with Black men who call Black women desperate, because under this woman's very comment on Twitter, you had Black men in the comment section saying, why y'all, you sound desperate. Why you worrying about, that's why we don't date y'all anyway. We don't date Black women anyway. embarrassing. No self-pride, no dignity. Like what else do Black women need to hear to get it? How many different ways can we tell this to Black women before Black women figure out we might need to make some changes? I mean, we can't make this up. We can't make it up. The evidence is getting more belligerent. How many Black women have to get smacked in the face with and my thing is, a lot of the times we do this to our own selves. So busy worried about the wrong things and trying to fix the world. And we do it. The Black women who do it, you do it so you don't have to hold that mirror up to your own face. Shine the light on your own house to see your own issues. Because a lot of Black women feel like these are isolated incidents. But y'all understand that good cop versus bad cop. When these good cops don't correct the bad ones, that make them all bad. Well, that's the same thing with Black men, friend. As many Black men like to come out of the woodworks and pander, when they see Black women divesting and being loud and withdrawing our support, then they like to come out and pander to us and say, oh, I'm a good Black man. All of us ain't like that. This is just on social media. Y'all dumb. Y'all need to stop believing everything you see and everything you read. Stop being so gullible. It is what it is. If you see it circulating on Twitter because it's happening. And how many Black men not doing the physical act, standing around recording, standing around laughing, even if they don't agree with it. If you in the same room while somebody is being thrown in the dumpster, or being smacked in the face with a keyboard, or being thrown in a freezer, and you don't say anything, you on their side. So my thing is, Black women need to get it together and stop looking at Black men through rose-colored glasses, okay? Stop. Just because we live in you're living in La La Land. You're not living in reality. I have Black women on Twitter trying to argue with me about Black love who baby mamas. You can't argue with me and you a baby mama. And this is no shade to single mothers. This is a shade to women who's so busy trying to look out for Black men, they can't see their own indiscretions. Y'all so busy looking at everybody else, trying to find racism in every other person, but you can't even see the real issue. You can't even see what's holding you back as an individual. Anytime a man don't have a problem with making you a mother and have a problem with making you a wife, you should be embarrassed because you should have guarded your womb better. Anytime a man y'all talking trying to argue with me about, oh, I'm in a loving relationship, well, guess what? He don't love you enough to marry you, boo-boo. So your love gotta leak. Your love have conditions. You not worth signing them legal documents for. Because as soon as they level up and they go out and get a non-Black woman, they run to the altar. Some of them, especially the ones with money, because they understand the value of marriage and of unions. Now, don't get me wrong. Most Black men not going to get married anyway. Let's not mistake it. They're not going to get married anyway because they don't want to. They don't want the responsibility, but they want their legacy to continue. And stupid Black women keep going through the pain and trauma of delivery, bringing in these men's children who gonna strap up their Nikes and run away anyway. I mean, I cannot work under these conditions, guys. I cannot work under these conditions. And some black women are gonna have to be left behind. Because as a Virgo, one of my character flaws is that I think I can fix everybody. I know I can't fix everybody, but if I love you, I'ma try. Because you can't present a problem to a person like me and think I'm not gonna come up with a solution. You wanna come vent to me, you have a problem, I'm gonna be like, okay, you told me what's wrong, now what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What steps are you gonna take to put yourself in a better situation? And if you can't do that, don't bring your problems to me. Don't try to argue with me, baby girl, about your black love and how awesome your relationship is when you done popped out 2-3 kids and the man haven't value you enough to marry you. You're literal walking proof of our arguments. So you might want to stand down. You might want to lurk in the shadows and watch what I do and watch what I say. Because this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to let this go. But a lot of black women operate from their imagination. Love is a series of chemical reactions. It's not real. Okay? It's an intangible thing that happens and can undo itself at any time. So all of these hopes and dreams, you can't argue with me, and you can't argue with statistics with your hopes and dreams of what you hope your relationship is. And trust me, I'm not trying to stand on a soapbox, because I've done this too. And I had to come to the realization of what's in front of me, what's real and what's not, what's fabricated in my own mind and what's real. You can't argue with me about your black love relationship when you a baby mama, about what your relationship is if you not married. Because at the end of the day, majority of black women want to get married and have convinced themselves that they don't, just to feel better with the fact that they know black men not going to marry them anyway. So keep operating from your own imagination and see how far you get. Use your head. Stop letting your emotions and your feelings dictate your every move, because you're going to lose every time. Get control of your feelings. Get control of your emotions so you can dictate them. You can use them to your own benefit and not let men use your emotions to benefit them and to control you. And that's what's happening. And that's what's been happening. Can't nobody whisper sweet nothings in a woman's ear like a black man. Smoke and mirrors. They can't. And black women keep falling for it because of this obsession that they have, and because they won't step back and pay attention to what's real. So that's it, y'all. That's what I wanted to talk about. I really want black women to mind their business. Mind your black woman business. Don't worry about what Becky is doing with her biracial children that she had with Tyrone. That's their problem. You don't need to concern yourself with who white women push out their vagina. Because if black men don't care, and they don't, because they've been knowing what white women's game. They've been knowing Karen's game long before Emmett Till, and they still don't care. Neither do I.